And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position. Matches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Boom, Andy.
Here's Royce Freeman, the first carry for the rookie. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Sidesteps him at the 35. 20! And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Lamar Jackson, 49 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set. Blue line it.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked about.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Four down. Watch him now, Barney.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch there. First down from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson rolling to his left.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he's got this one down to the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Freeman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
On second down, Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch.
3-19.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
All right, here we go.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. Caught. It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Denver touchdown. Travis Kelsey as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Now let's go. Blue, landed.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That's it, baby.
So we're at halftime here in Denver. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And the ball is knocked out, but it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future. On the run, this is Hilliard. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
All right, here we go.
Jackson on first down, flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
You got 4. You got 4.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And again, it's Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he doesn't have a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now let's go.
On 1st and 10, Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Now Jackson Throwing on first down. Flush to his right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now it's Freeman. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
4th down, here's Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely